Happy New Year and welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. And yes, it's already January 1st, 2021 in the Philippines. Good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines. Good evening to my subscribers in America and beyond. I always give a special welcome to my new viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Your kindness, your generosity, your support of my channel has been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. My channel is geared toward the new man and woman who's never been here to the Philippines before, but has a general interest in coming. My 11 years here doesn't make me an expert or a know-it-all, but it does give me a unique perspective. I'd like to share that with you, to make your trip here more enjoyable and above all things safer. I'm boots on the ground. I'm right in the center of all this. It's for your benefit. I live among the locals. I'm always going to give you the nitty-gritty. That's just exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing, and I'm never going to sugarcoat that. It's not going to start today. Today I want to talk about my first trip to the province, and it could have been titled Meeting the Family for the First Time, because guys, we all going to have to make that trip at one time or the other. The sooner the better. You only get one chance to make a good impression, so I'm going to give you some suggestions, some things I did to make sure you pull that off correctly, because it's also going to determine, really the relationship between you and your woman or the Filipina or the man that you meet over here, because her family is very, very important to her. And she's going to watch you. She's going to see how you treat them, how you interact with her family, especially her parents, okay? But before I get started, there's just a couple questions I want to answer from my comments from some of my viewers. Because remember, a lot of my viewers are new. They've never been to the Philippines before. And first question was, is there a certain commercial airline that I use to travel around the Philippines when I travel? Well, see, there's several. You got the flagship, which is Filipina Airlines. It's like the top one here, the granddaddy of them all. Their prices are a little bit more expensive, and they even got international flights from here to the United States, different destinations. It's that. Then you have Cebu Pacific, which is what I use, and the reason I use it because the destinations, the low cost, they're never really on time, but it's safe, and anywhere you're going, Cebu Pacific is going to take you there. They have Air Asia also. It's a low cost airline here that I've taken from Cebu to Manila, Manila to Cebu, like that. I haven't really taken it anywhere else. And then they got a new one. It's called Sunlight Air, and this is new. It's supposed to have started back in March, and then the pandemic kicked in. But this is going to be, they're going to come in and try to compete, but they're going to have a lot of, what do I want to say? A lot of benefits, like an international flight, in-flight entertainment and different things like that. And good luck to them, because Cebu Pacific, they really have a foothold on it. So yeah, Cebu Pacific is what I would suggest you do. Also, before I forget, let me suggest you do this when you come over here. Make sure you bring your own towels and washcloths from the United States, because the quality over here is just not what you're used to. And if you do buy a good quality towel and washcloth over here, it's very, very expensive. The ones that they sell in these stores, you can wash them 2 or 3 times, but the minute you touch your face or touch your skin, man, it's going to be lint all over there. And see, I carry a rag everywhere I go over here, because it's hot. The humidity's here, high here, and you sweat a lot. So a good soft cloth, man, is going to go a long way, man, to helping you. And Filipinos, what they do, and this is what I learned from them, they'll fold it in between the neck of their shirt and their neck, and it catches a lot of sweat on here, so your clothes won't get sweated out. But yeah, bring your own towel and own washcloth here. And today, is New Year's, and right now you can't hear it, but I didn't get any sleep till about 2 o'clock last night. Karaoke, the disco music, because they like it loud here. And I just want to tell you, so if that's something that you can't deal with, I haven't gotten used to it, I haven't dealt with it, bring you a nice pair of earplugs, comfortable ones, more than likely those, sort of like the ones that you would use when you go swimming. They help me. I just stick them in my ear because I'm going to tell you, man, it's loud. And then, of course, last night with all the fireworks, man, now I like the fireworks, but they're loud. They've got stuff over here that it would be considered weapons in the United States. And they shot that off to about 2 o'clock last night. And it's just, on my video I talk about, they said the Filipinos love to party. Yeah, absolutely. And Christmas, New Year's is part of that, man. They'll be partying all day today. So that's why I got up kind of early to go ahead and get my video over with. Yeah, I've got my shirt on. When we help other people, we help ourselves. I got this done yesterday. That's one thing I like about the Philippines. They've got a lot of places like this. They're artists over here, artisans, carpenters, stuff like that. You can get this done. It would take you a while to get it done in the United States. You can get it done in an hour over here. You just take it over there, tell them what you want. I usually take my own shirt and then just have them put it on there. But enough of that. And one thing I want to address, my buddy Sal from Chicago, he said, Calvin, you're always talking about women running off, from the man and, what to do, what to look out for. He said, what if you're over in the Philippines and you decide that you want to cut it off, you want to break it off? He said, what kind of situation will arise then? Well, Sal, I'm going to tell you something, man. You're going to catch hell, especially if the Filipina still has feelings for you. They don't take rejection good, and you're always going to be wrong no matter what. If you make a mistake, you're wrong. You did it on purpose. If she makes a mistake, it's a mistake. She don't know what happened, what was she thinking. But from my experience, I'm going to tell you, if you both live in Cebu and you break it off with her, well, you're going to have to leave Cebu. Okay, you're going to have to get off social media, all right, because a Filipino, what she'll do is she'll follow you on social media, Facebook, whatever it is, and all your friends, she's going to send friend requests to, all right, so you're going to have to get off that because, you're going to be every rotten, dirty scoundrel in the book. She's going to hound you, she's going to dog you, in some cases. Some guys, man, have to leave the Philippines. It gets so bad, So, don't do like a lot of these other vloggers tell you to do. Oh, yeah, they'll come home and empty the furniture out and all that. No, just, let her know if you have a problem. Just be straight up with it and deal with the consequences. But, yeah, you're going to have trouble. It's not going to be easy. More than likely, you're going to have to leave town and go to another island or somewhere else, especially if she still has feelings for you, because Filipinas, they don't take rejection well, and she's always going to think it's going to be another woman, even though it could be something else. It could be you're just not compatible, but in her eyes, because she does nothing wrong, it's always going to be another woman. So be careful of that, but once you make the decision to leave, go ahead and leave. Don't stay around, because it could get ugly. But once you leave, don't look back, because I'm gonna tell you, they're not gonna take you back. The trust is never gonna be there again. So once you move on, keep going. Don't come back, man. I'm telling you from my experience. But first time I ever went to the province, man, I'm gonna tell you something, and the reason I even want to bring this up now is because, people in my comments, about, should I date a province woman? Should I date a city woman? Well, my son's mother was from the province, but I met her in the city, and that's what's going to happen to a lot of guys. She's more than likely a woman you meeting in Cebu or Manila or something like that. She's from the province, and you're going to have to make that trip, guys. And the sooner, the better, and then, hopefully it's better than my situation, because My son's mother, she lived about 2.5 kilometers up a mountain. Yeah. See, when you think about the Philippines, you never think about mountains. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, man. And that's why I tell you the real Philippines is a whole lot better than the imagined Philippines, that Philippines you got in your mind. See, once you get over here, it's so much better, because when somebody says mountains and mountain ranges, the Philippines never pops up in your mind, but man, they've got them over here, a bunch of mountains. And when you're riding down the road, you never think that, man, there's a whole communities up there in the mountains, man. I mean, hundreds, thousands of people, man. You would never expect it. But the first time I went, it's way up there, man. And here's a couple of things that I'm going to suggest you do. You know, hopefully you don't have to go way up there, but it's different provinces. You know, but every city, every hamlet over here has a province. Well, here's what I did, and this is what I suggest you do. Because like I said, you only get one time to make a good impression. You want to make a lasting impression, because you're never going to see the good side of your Filipino until you meet that family, till you take good care of them, till you respect them, especially the parents. Then, you know, that's when you're going to see the true Filipino. You know, the woman that you meet at the airport and at the hotel, she's going to be nice, she's going to be sweet, but she's not going to be anything like what you're going to have on your hands after you lay it out for the family, guys. Okay, so what you want to do before you go up there, the same day, you're going to go to the grocery store. You're going to buy chicken, listen to me, chicken, pork, fish, rice. You're going to buy Cokes. You're going to buy candy for the kids. If you didn't bring candy with you, you're going to bring coffee, 3-in-1 in them little packs, them little sachets they call them over here. You're going to bring soy sauce, you're going to bring vinegar, and you're going to bring magic syrup, okay? And you're going to bring rice. Did I say rice? But yeah, you're going to bring rice, about 3 or 4 kilos of rice before you go up there. Because, okay, even though they're going to fix you food up there when you get up there, it's going to be that local food. You may not like it, but you want to do that, guys, because they're going to be struggling. A lot of them don't eat meat. And I forgot, bring the gulay. That's what they call vegetables over here. Okay, that's the first thing you're going to do. So when you get there, because I'm going to tell you something, when you get that meet the family pack, that's what I like to call it. When you arrive up there, they're going to greet you like you're General MacArthur coming to free the Philippines, man. You know, they're going to love you anyway, but when they see you with them bags, man, it's going to be a whole other story. And you're going to see the light in your Filipina's eyes brighten up, man. You know, make sure, because a lot of times you'll be older or the same age as her parents, it don't matter. Go ahead and greet them, man, respect them. The better you look, the better she looks. And see, they're watching, man, and Filipinos, they never forget. So if you come up there and you don't have nothing like a friend of mine did, and I don't even like to call him a friend, it's so embarrassing to me. He came from Oklahoma City. He came to meet his Filipino family. Did not bring him anything. He prided himself on not giving them anything, spending as little as he possibly can. Matter of fact, he bought a tent here. He didn't stay in a hotel with the young lady. He set up a tent in her mother's front yard, and I don't even like to think about it. It makes me cringe. Don't do that. Go up there, and like I said, I went up there, man, and I tell you, I consider myself to be in shape at all times. Guys, I walked up there, big mistake, and that's why I also tell you on one of my videos, bring some comfortable shoes, comfortable socks, because you do a lot of walking in the Philippines, man, you know, that you're not used to doing at home, especially when you get in a province, especially a mountain province. There's not a whole lot of riding going on up there. Not a whole lot of roads and sidewalks and different things like that. It could get muddy, it could get slippery, which it does from time to time when I go visit my son. But, man, I walked up there, man, and I tell you, I gave a guy, this is in 2010. You know, she said, yeah, we go up this way, and she was showing, it started out easy. And we see this little guy, and I said, hey, well, you know, I gave him 500 pesos, man, in 2010 to carry those groceries up there, because when I got up a little bit, I couldn't do it, you know. So boom, he shoots up there, man. And by the time I get halfway up there, he's coming back down. And I'm like, wow. I mean, but I can imagine, I mean, he's never forgotten me, even to this day. That 500 pesos was a lot of money for him. But I got up there because, see, I don't trust these little motorcycles. I'm still leery of riding them up these hills because you're riding like this, guys. You know, and I'm heavy and, you know, I'm just afraid we're going to fall back. And, you know, when you're in the mountains, go on my video. I've got a video that I made early in my channel. It's called The Mountain. And when I'm coming down the mountain, this is on the road. We walked up the mountain through the jungle. I mean, the actual jungle, man. And I got up there, man, and, you know, I'm sweating, man. All my clothes is wet. Luckily, I bought a change of clothes. Bring a change of clothes with you. And I didn't need anything once I found out that there was no CR up there. See, at that time, they didn't have a CR. So if you wanted to do 1, 2, 3, or whatever you had to do, you had to go out there in that jungle. So I did not eat anything. I let them enjoy it. You know, I wasn't hungry. You know, you can make up an excuse. But if you get up there and you find out they don't have a bathroom, man, don't eat nothing. I'm going to tell you. But anyway, man, I ended up having a good time. Come to find out, I was the only foreigner that has ever been up there before. I mean, that they had ever seen, man. And see, that's why they will respect you, man. They will, I mean, they'll really love you for that, you know, especially if you humble, see. Remember, man, you know, your girl's going to be looking at you. She's not going to hide anything from you. But if you get up there and you act like you too good to sit down on the wooden furniture, you know, take your shoes off and walk around the dirt floor, man, you're going to give off a bad example. You know, these are regular people, man. You know, they just don't have the type of lifestyle that you have, that you're used to, you know. And you don't have to feel sorry for it because, you know, you didn't make the rules. You're not responsible for that. But show a little class, man. You know, show a little dignity because these people have a lot of pride. And, you know, this is before, you know, we had our son. And I tell you what, I saw a different woman after that. When I went to see her family up there and the way I conducted myself and the way I respected the family, because I gave her mother like 2,500 pesos before we left, you know. That's when she really fell in love with me. There was no more Tom and Jerry sort of thing, man, you know. She was eating out of my hand after that. So, you know, when you make that trip, guys, you know, go to the grocery store, man. Get all that stuff you need. Take it up there. Show them people, hey, you know, I'm going to take good care of your daughter. You don't have anything to worry about. You know, I'm a good guy. Because remember, it's easy to be a good guy over here. They make it easy for you, man. Don't be like my friend. Don't come over here cheap. Because I'm going to tell you something. They don't like to see him coming even to this day. And you don't want that over here. All right? Bring you some towels and washcloths over here yourself. Some comfortable shoes. A nice set of earplugs. Comfortable socks. Comfortable clothes, guys. You know, try to bring your clothes. You don't want snug clothes over here. It's hot, man. You know, if you wear a large, you may want to wear an extra large. You know, bring some shorts. Even if you don't wear shorts, man, when you go to the province, man, you're going to need shorts. It's so hot over here, guys, and nobody's looking at your legs, you know. And by all means, guys, look, take the socks off with the sandals. People aren't looking at your feet. That's one thing that I cannot deal with. Seeing people wear socks and sandals. I mean, if that's your style, okay. But you're going to really look weird over here with that. It's just, you know, a tip that I'm giving you. Cebu Pacific is an airline that I use over here. It's cheap. One thing I like about flying over here in the Philippines, you can book your trip 4 hours before the flight leaves. I mean, that's unbelievable. Try that in America, you're going to pay about $10,000 for a ticket, even if they'll let you do it. All right? But thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. Everybody be safe out there, man, you know, with the You know, they shoot over there in the United States, the fireworks, you know, people getting drunk, they driving, man, you know, be careful. All your kindness, your generosity, your support of my channel has been overwhelming, man. I can never pay you back. I'm just continue to do these vlogs as long as they're helpful, as long as they're useful. So thanks again for stopping by. It's getting late in America. It's New Year's Eve. If you're out on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're getting champagne, and you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink. Give them a couple of dollars. You know, find somebody to help, man, okay? You're in the Philippines, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. We have all the rest of the day. Find somebody to help. It's already New Year's Day here. Share some food with a stranger today, okay? Some of that lechon, you know, because the less lechon you eat, the better, okay? Because if I don't know anything else, I know this thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.